So we're now on the arms, which is going to be in rotation. It's going to be video number 5. So we've already said on a previous video how to get the arms in and out from underneath the blanket. We never lift the arm and the blanket because you will expose your client. You always bring the arm all the way to the side, gently lift the blanket and slide the arm back. And if you're putting the arm away, you do the same. So it would be on top. You bring it out, the tail would fall down and you'd bring the arm back. So their modesty is always protected. So you should be checking your essential oil at this point because you can't use any more than what you should, the quota. So by now you need enough for 2 arms and the chest area. If you're doing the face and scalp, then obviously you'll need enough for that also. So we're going to make sure that there's oil all the way around the arm, all the way down the front, including the hand, because we are working on the hand. But where most students forget is putting a teaspoon underneath the arm, because we are working on the underside of the arm as well. So get that teaspoon on and make sure you have enough. So you've got the effleurage from body massage, but the one I like to use for aromatherapy, because it is very fluid and very nice and feels lovely for the client, is the one where I'm cradling the client's arm. A hand is in the crook of my elbow. My hand is supporting the elbow and it never does anything other than support that elbow. And I am starting to go all the way up. Now on the way down, I'm going to switch the arm. So it's always up, on the way down, switch the arm. So hand, all the way up, round the shoulder, switch the arm, bring this hand all the way down, include the palm, switch the arm, carry on down, all the way round, switch the arm, all the way down, on the way down, switch the arm. And we're going to do 6 of these, all the way up to the elbow, and turn the hand, the underside of the arm to the elbow and switch the arm. On the way down always is when you would flick the hand and the arm. On the way down, support at the elbow to carry on coming down, up. On the way down, it takes a little bit of getting used to, but it is a much nicer effleurage as long as the client's arm is supported and they feel like it's supported. Otherwise it can be feeling quite uncomfortable to the client. And of course your client is going to realise that the routine isn't identical in many ways to the body massage. It's just that little bit different, and you can even check which effleurage she preferred, because at the end we will do the other one. So we're going to do 6 of these. Keep in contact, bring the hand down, support at the wrist. Let's prepare the upper arm with 3 deep effleurage. Go down the back because we're working on the back of the arm as well. And then keep in contact, lift the arm over, get them to hold their shoulder, and we are going to do our flat-handed petrissage. Our flat-handed kneading. Then the client's arm should just come upwards to get underneath. You can turn your posture to get underneath that way. And I'm going to gently turn the camera a little bit just so that you can see this part. And then you can come back on the top. So remember, it's about pushing that oil in. They're holding the knobbly bit of their shoulder on the other side, so that arm's going nowhere. And then underneath. Flat-handed again, pushing that oil in. Set 3. Okay, so we don't do any percussion, so we're going to keep contact, bring the arm back down, deep effleurage, before we move on to the lower arm. Now on the lower arm we would do the 3 effleurage to prepare. And we would circle up, but as you circle up with your thumbs, make sure that the whole of your palms have got contact with the rest of the lower arm, because as we've said, this is all about pushing the oil through the skin. So we're going to do 3 of those. And another lovely move is to bend the arm and just massage the elbow. Keep the wrist in your hand here, and you can push some oil into this area as well. 5 and 6. Bring the arm back down. We're doing our circles on the top of the wrist, keeping as much contact as possible, and the circles all the way around the wrist bone. On the top, and all the way around the wrist bone. On the top, and all the way around. So we're going to now link and do some joint work. So that's around for 1, full rotation, and 3, and reverse. Starting with the thumb, doesn't matter if you start with the little finger, as long as you do the same on both hands, and a nice tug. And we're pushing the oil actually into the digits now as well. Very nourishing for the hands. But we do often forget our fingers, so this is really moisturising the fingers as well. Swap hands if it's easier to do the small finger. Okay. So we broke up lactic acid and waste and toxins. We want to now flush it towards the nearest lymph nodes, which is in the elbow. So we're going to put our thumbs in the 2 outside metacarpals, and we're going to drain up for 3, and then in the 2 middle ones and drain up for 3. No pressure as you come down, you don't want to push it all back down again. Turning the hand, we're going to do a nice firm massage on the palm, and then we're going to transfer to knuckling the palm. And this is pushing the oils in as well. Now as you come down the fingers, make sure your hand moves down as well, so that you're supporting behind the fingers, you're not bending them back. Behind the fingers and back. Okay, so we've broken up waste lactic acid here as well. Let's drain it away, thumb following thumb, not side by side. You're going to miss the ridge that you want to aim for. So thumb following thumb, we're going to drain all the way to the elbow, come back gently. You don't want to push the waist back down. Drain up for 2, come back gently, drain up for 3, come back gently, keep in contact, turn the hand, pin the hand down so that it doesn't fall off the side of the bed, and we're going to do the other type of effleurage, or the one I showed you at the beginning of the routine. So include the hands, so lift that hand so that you can massage all the way down the hand and it doesn't get missed. Round the back of the arm wherever you can. We're doing 6 of these. And then once again we're going to do our feathering. If the client's arm is going to fall off the bed by lifting both hands, then just feather down with one hand while you're securing her hand to the bed. Finishing position gentle pressure on the wrist. But if your client's arm isn't going to fall off the bed, then you can do your two-handed feathering down with finishing position on the wrist. So we've completed arms. You would then go on to do the other arm. Put this arm in the warmth, so bring the arm out, let the towel fall, take the arm back, so that, lift the towel, put the arm back so that you can cover the arm and they're nice and warm and comfortable while you do the other arm. Then you would tuck that arm away exactly the same way before moving on to the upper body, face and scalp, which is on the following video.